great spot now. See if we can catch him with this. Go for this. And I think he might be coming up dead soon here. Go for this. We are gonna uppercut. Maybe we can bait his evasive out. But yeah, we have TPM ones. You can see here. I should have done a Gari there, but good timing by him, I guess. I don't think it was on purpose, but go for an M2 again because it's just so ridiculously fast. And yeah, he's Merry Christmas. So today for Christmas we're doing a reindeer build with Excel. So it's gonna be pretty good, I think. Obviously we have TPM ones and just a lot of things, and then our main major source of damage is going to be a Gari Sero, so once we get their evasive out, we'll use that. But the stats are 300 strength, 270 vitality, so we're pretty tanky. And then for the accessories, we have Inverse Ancient's Cloak with Boxer, Bright War Goggles with Boxer, Legendary Torn Outfit with Strength Resistance, Ancient Shoulder Armor with Boxer, and Beyond Eye Patch with Dexterous. Alright, and for the gems, we have Repo and Sakotu, Repo and Headstrong, Ikra and Gari Sero, Ikra on Limitless Strikes, and nothing on Lightspeed Slice, but I think Reap is going to be the best for that, so yeah. Anyway, let's get into ranked. Alright, so the one downside to this build is that you passively take damage from being in your Excel mode, but it's not terrible. It's a little laggy for me since it's the first match of the day, but I think we'll be alright. Excel is definitely a top tier ability. In fact, I would put it in like maybe even S tier really, because it's just that good. But yeah, we have TPM ones. You can see here. I should have done a Gari there, but I just wasn't thinking because he had no evasive. So the whole point of a Gari on this build is really just use it when they don't have evasive. You'll also see that our M2 comes out pretty much instantly, and if you combine that with holding dash and then pressing R at the end, or holding R while you're dashing, you can basically just instant guard break as soon as you get near him. So it's just really good overall. And then this move, Limitless Strikes, it's completely unpunishable. It has no end lag or anything like that, so it's just kind of there to get free damage and maybe bait out evasive without being punished for using it. So it's just really good. And then obviously you can push block into that as well. If it wasn't in the air, I would have been able to M1 after that, but we're gonna evasive here and then PB, and maybe catch him with an uppercut. PB this, or perfect dodge it at least. Alright, and we're just gonna pop mode so we can wrap this up. So in mode, the one downside that, well, for this build for me, that you might not have to experience is that I have Ult Prodigy, so the cooldown is basically doubled. Without Ult Prodigy, the cooldown is almost 0. It's got like a 30-second cooldown, which is really short for an ultimate. So it's not almost 0, but you get the point. It's a very short cooldown for an ultimate, and especially an ultimate like this one where it's just so broken. Like, Excel's ultimate is crazy because it is a bypasser. I think it increases your damage output now while they're in it. It can be used as an extender because you can use it off M1s and stuff. And just like the fact that it has a 30-second cooldown normally I would already have it off cooldown and I would just be able to destroy this guy's health. But Ult Prodigy is really valuable, so I'm not getting rid of it for one build. But yeah, like, look how fast that M2 is as well. And the other thing is like the fact that you're so fast, like you walk so fast, you can just abuse this along with your TPM ones to just like win, and there's nothing they can do about it. Like I can really just walk backwards and wait for him to use a move and then punish it. I think he might be dead here. He's close to it. And the thing is, I think we have Reap on our Headstrong, so He's in a really bad spot right now. Maybe we can get him here with it. But because we're also, another thing is because we're so fast, we can kind of like, we don't need our dashes up to avoid stuff, so we can just kind of jump around. Obviously the downside is that you take damage while you're doing this, just because it's passive damage, but if you're fighting someone on PC, it's basically like they have no chance. Oh, and good news, I think I'm getting elo again. Like, I can actually gain elo again, so that's good. But we're fighting Strength Manifest. That is not gonna be too bad. Hopefully, I don't think he's too... I think he might be tanky though, which is kind of bad for me. Because even though I am tanky, I do just take passive damage from being in this mode. So the longer the match goes, the worse of a position I'm in, health-wise. I'm just gonna go for an M2 here because it's fast, but I missed it. Alright, we'll go push blocks to Ko2. TPM 1 maybe. And yeah, that's the other thing, is you can do the TPM 1 into like a bypasser. It basically extends the range of the bypasser in a way, I guess. But I don't think it speeds up your M1s at all. It might a little bit, but I don't really know. But you can see how fast that is, and then you can kind of take advantage of the fact that they're in knockback and do something off of it too. It's just so good. Oops, it's supposed to be an uppercut, but it's fine. We caught it back. Hopefully, we'll be fine here. Yep. And yeah, once we have mode though, like once we get into mode, it's just annihilation is the best word to describe it, I think, because it's just so oppressive. Like, I'm not even really taking advantage of this speed boost, because when you play Excel, if you want to take advantage of the speed boost, you just play passive, and you basically win. It's just kind of how it works. Because like he's not gonna be able to touch me unless he uses a move like that. So maybe that's not the best example, but look at this. I'm just so fast. He has no room to breathe. He has no room to hit me unless he uses a move, and that M2 comes out instantly. So there's like what does he do about that? Anyway, he's in a really bad spot once we get out of this cutscene, because I'm just gonna ultimate him like this. Oh, he actually jumped over it. That's crazy. Good timing by him, I guess. I don't think it was on purpose, but... And that's the other thing. You can do limitless strikes, I think is what that one's called, into headstrong, into a bypasser. It is not true anymore. It used to be completely true. It is not true anymore, but it's still pretty reliable, so... just because they can perfect dodge, technically, but most people aren't going to dash after that, and if they do, I don't know, you can kind of catch them because your M1s do teleport. So it works out nicely. Let's go for an M2 just because it's so fast. Maybe nope, okay. Go for an M2 again because it's just so ridiculously fast. And yeah, he's dead. I don't see him getting out of this, because that's gonna bypass him. And keep in mind, while he's stuck in like time stopped, he can't evasive. So even though he had his evasive there, he probably would have been able to get out of it if I was just normally M1ing him before I killed him. He wasn't able to because he couldn't evasive. So that's just another thing that's just so crazy about the ultimate. Really, the ultimate is what makes acceleration just that much more broken. I've been playing too much AVA recently, I guess. Alright. So right now what I'm trying to do is just bait out his evasive and then hit him with a Gare. So that's the one thing you do have to be careful of. Like, I'm kind of M2ing out of instinct because I'm like, okay, if I M1 him once here, he's most likely going to be holding F for my combo. So if I wait a second and M2, then it'll guard break him and I'll get a reset. But that's not how it works with Excel, I mean, you can do that. You just have to delay your M2 much more. I think I'm going to get his evasive out here, though, maybe. And if not, I'll take the 400 damage. No complaints there. There's his evasive. And then, yeah, we just gotta... We have our extender in a second. We should have our extender. Like that. Then we can get him with this. You can also raw the extender pretty well. It's pretty good at being rawed, I guess. The only thing is, it's not a block breaker. So normally with non-block breakers, you can kind of like use it while they're dashing, and it'll catch them like during their dash. With accelerations, you can't, because it has this thing where it like. They need to be standing still for it to hit, basically. They can be walking around, but if they're flash diving, it won't hit. So that's the one downside. But it's still really good. It's basically the same move as if you used to play the game before they changed flash draw. It's basically the same as that. It's basically the same as old flash draw. Though I think it might be slightly better. But not significantly better. But yeah, like, this is just crazy. That sucks. We get in with a push block, Sakotsu, and yeah, you can play like really defensive with this build as well. I'm playing aggressive because, well, for one, I have so much health and stuff, but for two, I'm making a video, so I don't want matches to take forever. But if you wanted to like really abuse this build, I would honestly go Glacier, probably like, I don't know, 190 vitality, 200 vitality, or something like that, and then just take advantage of the speed boost and just like play passive with it, because on this build you have two moves that are true off push block. Actually, you have three, because Limitless Strikes, the extender, and Sakotsu are all true off push block, and then you can just kind of play passive. So you see I'm out of dashes, I can just kind of jump around, and he can't really do much unless he's auto lock, which I don't think he is. So, like, it's just so oppressive. Maybe we can catch him with something there. Nah, that's okay. As soon as we get our mode, he's dead. If he's not dead before that, that will definitely kill him. So right now we just gotta. He's obviously gonna be playing passive because he's so low. Go for an M2 here. That's the thing though. He's really inclined to holding F. Normally I don't go for all that many guard breaks, but with this build, like, it's just so easy to get them. You can literally get a guard break anytime they're holding F, basically. It comes out so fast, even that the only way they really stop it is by like unblocking before they see it coming. And I think this guy's EU too, so that's just even more true, because he's lagging, most likely. Let's catch him with this here. Nice. GG's. Alright, for this match, I'm going to try and play defensive. It might be a little difficult because it is LA, so I am a little bit laggy, but not terribly. So we're just going to play passive. Just kind of chip him down. And when we do go aggressive, like, look at how fast the M2 is. We can just get combos. If we're up in like close quarters and stuff, it's just pretty easy to get combos anyway. Let's see if we can catch him here. Okay, he dashed backwards instead of forwards. That was a weird interaction. I thought I was gonna get hit by the extender at first, but yeah, just look how fast that M2 is. I think that's like the most annoying part about fighting Excel, is how fast the M2 is. Like, you literally you can't be close to them without dashes. And holding F, because if you hold F against an Excel, you're gonna get just destroyed. That's really the only counterplay, is holding F and then M1ing, unblocking, M1ing, M1ing, unblocking. You know, just keeping that cycle going. Alright, so that sucks. Let's see if we can get him here. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can get him with this. Oh, you evasive. Alright, so that's huge. We've got. Oh, it teleported me into his M1s that time. Okay. There we go. It's a little hard to play on high ping, and also, I'm just gonna be honest, like, I'm not good with Excel. Like, I'm pretty bad with it, but it is just that broken, in my opinion. Alright, so we should be able to get something here unless he goes for the ultimate. It would have been nice if he did, because I would have blocked it and punished. That move's weird, or that guard break is weird, because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it just freezes my game for a second. I might have like a data leak or something, because I feel like it does that a lot of the time. Let's go for an M2 here. Let's go for this. Aegis blocked it, but I feel like he's gonna go. Oh, we'll just get a guard break here. Maybe we can get something with the Sakotsu. Go for a guard break. And then we'll just M1 trade maybe. Oh, nice. Go for this. I think he doesn't have evasive yet, so we should be good there. And then we get, and that's the other thing, is you definitely want to run quite a few Ichor gems on this build, just because you are losing that health passively. So having Ichor is going to be good. Also, I figure I should mention the damage that it does is percent based. So if you're Glacier, it's not going to do 4 per tick, even though 4 per tick is the maximum. So most of the time it's going to do 4 per tick. But if you're Glassy enough, it's going to do less, because it is percent based. So that's another reason why going Glacier might be a better option. Let's go for a guard break here. And then we'll go for a bypasser. Let's go for this. Okay, it didn't hit him, but I still got something off of it, so I'm not upset about that. But this is just gonna suck. I actually just hate fighting Horn of Salvation Glacier. I'm definitely gonna be putting out a tier list soon here. Pretty soon. Definitely this week, maybe this weekend. And I don't know if I'm gonna rank it based on Horn of Salvation. I think it's gonna kind of be like it's gonna mostly avoid Horn of Salvation, I think, in the ranking, because I feel like if I did that, then it would just be like everything on Soul Reaper is S tier, which just it doesn't feel right to me. But I can say right now Glacier is definitely gonna be up there. With or without Hoss, it's still super good. Alright, nice. So we're just gonna, this is gonna be a long match. I'm surprised that didn't hit him actually. It's just gonna be a long match because you know, he's just got basically infinite health, and he's on one of the best builds in the game, if not the best. So there's not much we can do here. We'll go for this to punish. We're gonna go for this and then go for the bypasser maybe. Okay. Go for the guard break, and that counter is saving him. Crap. I gotta be careful about getting push blocks because it does confirm Grimray Getsugo, which at this point I think would kill me basically. Even though I'm super tanky, it just does a lot of damage. Alright, so he's out of mode. We're in a great spot now. See if we can catch him with this. Go for this. And I think he might be coming up dead soon here. Go for this. We are gonna uppercut. Maybe we can bait his evasive out. Exactly what I needed. Go for a guard break here. And nice, he's dead. So I'm gonna leave this on, even though, because I'm really not that low on health. The thing is, it doesn't disable passive regen, so I'm still passively regenerating. You see my health basically isn't changing. But if you think about it, like, everyone else has the passive regen, so you basically all this mode does, all this like support move does is remove your healing. Your passive healing is how you can think about it. So you're not gonna necessarily die to it, I feel like, I don't know why I did the special push block. I'm not in mode anymore. You can basically think of it more as just disabling your passive healing rather than it actually dealing damage. Even though I'm kind of, you can kind of regen, but then you just go back down immediately. So that's kind of more what it is than damaging. Ooh, okay, I think we're still alive. That's good. Come on, I perfect dodge there. I pressed Q. Anyway, we're definitely gonna have to fight another Horn of Salvation pop here, so nothing we can do about that. In fact, because this match is gonna take so long, I might have to cut some of it. Oh, he evasived. Alright, this is gonna push him in the storm and do a ton of damage, and then on the way back, okay, I did that too early. I was hoping on the way back I could catch him with a Sakotsu. We are gonna evasive here because we can punish, and I think he's gonna evasive. Nice. And we're gonna try and punish here. Very nice. Punish here. Go for this just because it's unpunishable if he does evasive. Oh man, that M2 is annoying. I don't know if I can be talking. Mine might be a little better. It isn't ranged though, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna go for my mode pop here, because I think he doesn't have Horn of Salvation yet, so I think I might be able to kill him before he gets it, which would be amazing. Let's see here. Come on, catch him with that. Oh, catch him with that. Okay, that's not hitting me. I say as it hits me for a tech, but I didn't get hit by the full thing. Oh, come on, just stop running. Nice. Come on. Yeah, no hoss. Alright, GG's.